battle for Lord of the board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. Take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never won't miss the vibe. My feed looking for a good time. Hatcher on YouTube, dropping truth and rhyme. Passion for magic, he's playing the cards right. Live stream so funny, keeping us up all night. Waking up early, smelling bacon in the air. Gotta start the day with a savory affair. Evening rolls around, time to chill and unwind. Tune in for chill streams where relaxation you'll find. Come hang out, let's battle for Lord of the board. Hatcher's got the insights, he's got us all on board. In the world of magic, the gathering, he's a master and a guide. So let's talk MTG and take the ride. take the ride. For more fun, you better subscribe. You never want to miss the vibe.
Always doing it sunny side up. It's the hen. Fuck. What's going on, my friends? How are you doing? It is Friday evening, and I have returned from the Spider-Man Prerelease, and pretty grim numbers. Let me say. Anyways, first things first. Let us share the live stream link in the Discord and do our hellos before we talk about how the pre-release goes. Dun 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 dun. Let's see here. Okay, there we go. That's good. Let's swap that up. Perfect. All right. What's up, Eng, Nerdvada, Kenzuki, JH, Jess Thompson, Kensuke. Who else is in here? Juglum, Shelton, Potts, Zircon. What's up? How's it going? Hey, Drake. Shelton, you got 11 hot dog tokens from your play booster box. You got dogged hard. Yeah, man. That's a lot of wieners. Your box has got a lot of wieners in it, right? Oh, lordy. Lordy. Spider-Man is just something else, man. When I got to the event, I sat with my buddy Double Strike and my other buddy who I went to the pre-release with. And basically, we just talked about how weird it was to have Spider-Man and magic. I got all my griping done while I was sitting with my friends doing the deck building part, so that when it came time to play against people, I didn't want to make other people's pre-release experience shitty by me going, Spider-Man's crappy and dumb. So I was like, I'm going to play just normally against people. I'm not here to be, like, they're already spending their money on this, coming out. Who knows how excited they are? I presume they're excited about it. At least some of them had to be, right? Hey, Ball Falcon with the super sticker. Getting wienered. Getting wienered. So, yeah. Hold on, let me just update this. So, yeah, I wanted to just kind of complain and get that out of my system so that when I actually played the games, I would just enjoy playing Magic and also not diminish anybody else's experience at the pre-release, because that's a fucking dick move, right? If you don't like Spider-Man that much, just don't come to the event. But there's a variety of reasons that I go to them. So it just felt really weird and disappointing building a deck out of Spider-Man cards, for real. I kind of gave up halfway through almost, you know, where I opened the pre-release kit. Here, I've got it right here, actually. Troll, you want a link to the Spider-Man box opening? You tried looking for it. That was you know what, I should have done a better job describing which one it was and putting a link to it. So yes, let me just grab that for you here. Bam. There you go. There's the link, so you can watch that. You can watch that at your leisure. At your leisure. So, it started out with like my promo being this, right? I got the, hold on, I gotta focus up this camera. I gotta focus the camera or we're not gonna get anywhere. I mean, I guess we can. You could see that, but it's better for you guys. It's better for you if I make it look nicer. So, there we go. Okay, so I got that as my promo, and I just went, you know what? I'm literally just going to play black red. I'm just gonna play black red. I don't care. Like, I genuinely don't care about this set. So I didn't really care about sitting down and spending a lot of time figuring out, what am I going to play? What am I going to do? I just said, you know what? I'm going to open 3 booster packs and try and build a green-black deck. I'm literally only going to open half the booster packs. That's what I did. That's what I actually did. I ended up only opening half the booster packs because I opened so many of these. I opened so many of these in the live streams. So I was just like, bro, I'm not even enjoying opening these. I'm just not gonna. I'm just gonna build a black-red deck. But I didn't have enough cards for a black-red deck. So instead I just built a white-blue-green deck. That's literally how it went. Where's my deck box here? Because I just didn't care. I didn't care. I was just like, whatever. This Spider-Man stuff is terrible. And it's just not enjoyable to open. And I'm just going to play a bit of Magic and not worry about it. Like, whatever. So, I just ended up with this. And I normally play bigger decks because I'll just play all the decks, like all the cards in my color. But because I was just playing 3 colors out of 3 packs, it ended up as a very, very tight 40. And it's just a bunch of whatever, man. Like, it's like, it's just a bunch of whatever. That's how I felt. I was just like, this guy? Okay. He's 5 mana, 4/3, go get a basic land card. What? Why? And he's got web slinging. Web slinging where you return a top creature to your hand, it doesn't feel like Spider-Man at all, bro. You know? Like, and all the cards with Spider-Man on it, it just felt so fucking weird. Like, you play this enchantment on your land, and it's like, okay, you got Spider-Man. Are they trick-or-treating? It's Halloween costumes, and okay. And then you got, like, hi, I'm Spider Lady, flying around. It's just... I had 2 of this Spider Dinosaur guy. It just was like, web shooter. Ugh. Oh, yeah. So, it wasn't satisfying. I mean, I played Spider no more on Electro, so Electro stopped being Spider-Man. But I don't know, what else did I get? Like, did I get some other rares or something? Let me see here. What have we got in here? I got a little alternate version of Spider-Man Noir. Yeah, and then I got Moreland, Devourer of Spiders. Like, this stuff does nothing for me. It means nothing to me. It just exists. It just exists, unfortunately. And, like, I don't know, man. What up? What up, Spurl? Doomblade, how was the pre-release? It was nice hanging out with friends. It was nice getting to chill. Double Strike opened up 3 Bagel and Schmear. My buddy did not look at the set before it came out, like I told him to. I told him, don't look. And I watched his reaction. Like, I watched him get Bagel and Schmear. And just when he looked at it, right? And I watched those reactions, and they were enjoyable. But nothing topped the end when he got to his promo card. And he pulls out his promo card, and he just looks at me, so sick. And then he throws it down on the table. And it's like, the rent is due. That's the name of the card. The rent is due. And you know it's filler. You know it's filler. The rent is due. It's filler nonsense. They didn't have that in the set originally. They're like, we're going to make the set bigger. Add in, I don't know, the rent is due. Like, who wants to play Magic the Gathering? My game about escapism, where I'm like, hey, let's forget the troubles of the day and all the, everybody's fighting over politics and everything, and the world sucks, and oh my god, but at least I can pretend to be a wizard. I play the rent is due. Hey, fuck you, bro. I play your mother has fucking cancer. I play whatever childhood traumas you have. Like, what is this? What is this? The rent is due is not a magical fucking spell. So, it was just... This set is so stupid. It's so stupid. So dumb. What up, Jesse? What's going on, Otto? Hello, Bedwa and True. Oh, man. Brady, Uber, what's up? So, yeah, man, the rent is due is like, it's so jarring. You can still play it mechanically. Like, I played some perfectly fine games of Magic from a mechanical standpoint, completely divorced from the flavor. But it's something else, man. It's abysmal. It's abysmal. It was just so... I've never felt so little. Like, Aether Drift made me mad. Spider-Man just tore off a part of my soul and shredded it to the fucking Aether. Chow. Just gone. Just gone. That's how it felt, you know? It's like, come on, man. What is this? This is so fucked. It's so stupid. Ugh. It was funny, actually. When my buddy dropped me off, he said, "We're not going tomorrow." And I said, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I'm like, "Of course not. That's not even an option." Like, normally we talk about whether we're going to go to the pre-release the next day. Even with stuff like as bad as Aether Drift, we were like, we're going to go the next day or whatever. With this, no discussion. I didn't even consider it a possibility. There is no chance that I would enjoy going to another Spider-Man pre-release. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Kensuke, exactly. You play Magic to get away from the fact that the rent is due. Jess, I don't know. Anything is possible when it comes to that stuff. Compared to Spider-Man, am I looking forward to the upcoming Avatar set? Avatar is less jarring, right? Like, I always feel like I have to say this, and I don't know when I'll finally not say it, but I always feel the necessity of saying that Universe Beyond doesn't belong in Magic the Gathering, period. Avatar is going to be better than Spider-Man because Avatar has magic, right? Waterbending, airbending, whatever. You're literally using elemental magics. Okay, all right. There is more of a connection to Magic the Gathering. Spider-Man has, like, technically there are people who use magic in Spider-Man, but it's not about that at all. Everything's nonsensical. Every Spider-Man is depicted swinging on webbing, but, like, most of them can't fly. Most of them don't have reach. It's just all baffling nonsense. Avatar will probably be a little less jarring in that regard as well. I don't know, though. But it's going to be weird, right? Like, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles secret lair, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm here for that. Cool. We're doing Weird Universe Beyond. I like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. But Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles full set, please don't do that. Please do not do that. It will be easier for me to bear than Spider-Man simply because I'm a fan of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but it's still going to feel jarring, and it's not at all what I want for Magic. You know? So Universe Beyond is differing levels of I don't want it. And Avatar is like, I at least will be... I liked the Avatar show. So that makes it easier as well. But what's more important is how well it dovetails with Magic. Final Fantasy dovetailed a bit better too because it has a bunch of Magic. It does have tech and other stuff, so it's not a perfect fit, but it's a better fit. Lord of the Rings was just like fucking glove in hand, bro. Like, Lord of the Rings is a perfect fit, but most Universe Beyonds they do are not nearly as close as Lord of the Rings. Hey, Spurl Super Chat says, "Been so busy, I can't catch as many of your live streams lately. You're the man. Thanks for doing what you do." No problem, buddy, and thank you for the Super Chat. Let me update the board with your name. GM coming in with the silver lining. Here's what's great about the Spider... Oh, not on my watch, bitch. You know what? I gotta fix the base on that. It's seems to be clamping up. So, yeah, not on my watch, man. No loot. No loot. There's no loot in the Spider-Man set. So there is that. Oh, shit. Here. There we go. There we go. Nice, strong base. Nice, strong base. There we go. Come on, man. All All right, now we can update it. Now, Matter Narnia. Well, I mean, Narnia does have a bunch of magic and stuff. So, yep. Magical wardrobes that transport you to another dimension. Different magical beings. Fucking, like enforced winters and shit. It does. The more magic you have in your property, the more it's going to... And I know this sounds like crazy fucking insane stuff, but the more magical your property is, the better it fits into Magic the Gathering. So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles will be jarring as hell if they do it as a full-on set. I figure it's just going to be a secret layer, in which case, fuck yeah, let's go. Because as far as I'm concerned, secret layer is where they should be doing all this goofy shit and getting weird with it. That's where you do that. Fine, go for it. Make whatever you want. Don't give us full sets of Spider-Man. Is just, it's just filled me with apathy more than anything in a bunch of ways, you know? Wayne, you'd rather have loot than a hot dog? Well, fuck you, bro. I would rather fucking gag on dirty wieners all day than have loot. I like hot dogs. I don't like hot dogs in Magic, but I actually genuinely enjoy hot dogs. For real. Hot dogs are great. I liked living in Toronto because there was hot dog vendors on like every corner. You could go out at 3 a.m. on any day of the week and get a fucking hot dog. That's amazing. That's the pinnacle of society right there. But that's not like, that's a sign of living in a big fucking city. Not the sign of playing Magic the Gathering. The trailer has so many hot dogs. The trailer has so many hot dogs in it, and the trailer is so low graphic-y and awful, and they did something to the sound of it or something where they're literally using the Ramones Spider-Man theme, and it's grating and annoying. That trailer is dreadful. Just dreadful. Pizza food tokens inbound. Of course. Of course. What up, John? Shelton, you're almost done. Nice. The deck's almost done. Oh, Maze of Ith. Maze of Ith is such a crazy powerful card. So good. So good. Little Fox, you're suddenly in the mood for a chili dog? Is that like street slang? Is that when the lady takes it on you? Cowabunga. Yeah. So... whatever, man. The secret layers are good. It's such a bumpy time in Magic. I was talking to my buddy, and he was saying, he's like, I still can't get over that you told me like there's no more real Magic coming for the rest of the year. Like when he found out it was just Spider-Man into Avatar and there's no more actual Magic sets, he's like, I just clocked out. He stopped paying attention to everything. Spurl, something that bothers you. Your wife makes you fold your socks, but you're being sarcastic one time and said she actually doesn't. But I thought you were being serious. You just want to make the record clear that she does make you fold your socks. I love that you're still carrying that around. Listen, man, she does make me fold the socks. Like, I know one time I said that I don't do that, and it's been bothering me it really bothered me. What's true? I don't know, Spurl. You got me all squirreled up. I don't know what to believe anymore. Do you fold your socks? Do you even own socks? Have you ruined all your socks through trying to live a Flintstones life by building a big, weird Flintstone soapbox? Do you have a wife? Do you have a home? Are you even are you a bot? Nothing's real anymore. Everything is AI, and I'm going to be like that guy in fucking Deus Ex Machina who just stares in the mirror for so long, who's like, am I real? And then I'm just going to be like, where's the fucking metal? Have you guys seen that movie? Ex Machina? Where it's like, it's a actually genuinely enjoyable film until the end where the writers just, I don't know, fell asleep or something, and somebody else came in and finished the movie, and you're just like, okay, so this guy is brilliant, and he's like running in circles around this other guy, manipulating him and making him believe he's even a robot and whatever, but He also built these robots with no failsafe. The robot's not operating properly. What do? Picks up a weight and grabs like either end off of it and bludgeons her with it. It's like, you didn't build a kill switch into your robots or an override or anything at all, and you're a genius, are you? That's what the movie's been insisting all along, but that's the dumbest shit. This is how you shut it down? By clubbing it with a metal rod. Who thought this was a good idea? This is the dumbest shit. You're kidding me. You don't have something better than this. And then the movie is just like, I'm dumb now. Why? Because we're done. We're phoning it in, okay? It sucked. It really diminished the movie for me. It really. Doomblade, how much did it cost to get into the pre-release in US dollars? Let's see. Probably about $48. Is that right? Yeah, I think that's about it. Roughly. You know, it's not like I'm a fucking perfect exchange rate. John, you got to choose between pre-release or MagicCon, right? You can only do one or the other. Well, it depends. If you're going to have like more... Well, what are you going to have more fun at? What are you going to enjoy more? Are you super hyped about Spider-Man? Are you super into Spider-Man? Because this is what you're going to get. This is all you get for Spider-Man pre-release. But what kind of Spider-Man stuff are they doing at the other thing? I don't know, bro. I don't know what the best answer is. That's a very personalized kind of choice. So you just got to figure out. You know what you know what you can do? One method to solve situations like this is to pick up a coin, assign one side for each of it, right? Like, I'm flipping a coin. Heads, I'm going to MagicCon. Tails, I'm going to the pre-release. Flip the coin, and then if, let's say you chose, heads is MagicCon, and then you flip heads and it goes MagicCon, and then you look at the coin and you're disappointed, then you've got your answer. You don't have to go to MagicCon. You can go, oh shit, because I'm disappointed by this coin flip, I actually want to go to the pre-release. So a coin flip can be a surprisingly easy way to figure out what you want internally. Just let random chance determine it and then see what the result is. And if you feel like, that means you wanted the other one. And if you feel good, you're good. It's solved, right? Super easy. Super easy. That's the simplest solution. You gotta put dumb shit in a good movie to balance it out. It's called balanced writing. Just, I fucking imagine that was actually how it worked. That's actually pretty funny. I like that. That's pretty good. It's like, listen, we got too much good shit in a movie. We gotta dumb it down to keep it balanced. That is definitely not how it works. But that's an amusing concept. I like it. GM, was the pre-release quite empty? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I described it as like the Sunday dregs. Not the people that were there, but if you grabbed me and just like flipped me through some time machine and blomped me in and were like, okay, here's a pre-release that's happening. What day of the week is this? Is this Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Like, what pre-release are we at? And I'd be like, this is Sunday. This is the last pre-release. Right? That's what this is. The number of people there was so few people there. I was not that surprised though, because I had already been reading a bunch of different people talking about, like, my game store is not sold out. My game store is not sold out. My game store is not sold out. I can go wherever. Like, it's already strongly in the wind that this set is not being mass capacity. Wizards did not knock it out of the park with this one. They'll be lucky if it's like mid-level. The collector booster frenzy that is resultant from the Final Fantasy overflow has given them a luck boost, but Spider-Man is fucking starting to kill the hype in the scalping market to a degree. So they've definitely fucked some shit up for themselves with this. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Spurl, are you wrong for not buying Spider-Man just to try to send a message to Wizards that you want Magic Universe and not Universe Beyond? Not at all. You're absolutely right. You are doing exactly what you want to do. Here are the products I want, so I'm going to purchase them to reward them as saying, yes, I bought this, keep making things that I like. The things I don't like, I won't buy. So you're not wrong for doing that. Understand that it won't have any real impact that you can see. The same way that you can exercise for a day and you won't see a lump fall off your body, like whoop, lump went away, or you won't see muscles just bloop, bloop, bloop. Like you can't physically see the impact of a day's worth of exercise. Quitting magic, not quitting magic, I should say, that is the incorrect statement. Like withholding money from a product is something you will never get to see the effect of it. But if enough people naturally do it, that's aftermath got brutalized because people just decided I'm not buying this. You know what I mean? So the best thing is to do is to what feels right to you. There is no wrong answer. If you don't want to buy magic because you want to send wizards a message, that's the right answer. If you do want to buy magic because you figure, screw it, my life is short, this makes me happy, and what I do isn't going to be enough of a message on an individual level to be of equal value to me as the enjoyment that I'll get, that is also a fair route. I'm in a weird boat where I go to things like pre-releases for things I don't even like so that I can report on the experience to you guys. Because I will be 100% real that if it wasn't for you guys and me doing this online, there is zero chance on earth I would have gone to this pre-release. I would have been like my buddy who was just like, no, I'm not going at all. I'm not interested even slightly. You know what I mean? So for all I know, I could have easily already have walked from Magic. Like Magic 30 might have been enough for me to just say, fuck you forever. Or other things before that. I don't know. Because I have the additional like element swirled in that I spend my time talking about this game online with you guys. It's a whole bigger, different set of layers. You feel me? Oh, Doomblade Super Chat says, here is the money for your troubles. By the way, I've heard more about the set than the Infinity Stone. Like, is it not being pulled at all? And plus, they haven't said anything about the serialized version. Excellent questions. Okay, here's the deal. There apparently aren't serialized versions of the Spider-Man Stone, but they're showing up in collector boosters with the same sort of rarity. Maybe not the exact same kind of rarity as serialized, but they're showing up in collector boosters with far less frequency. So we have a very weird situation on our hands where play booster boxes, like play boosters, have a much higher chance of coughing up a Soul Stone, Infinity Stone for you. For example, my buddy that I went to the pre-release with, his kit had fucking the Soul Stone in, and he got the white Venom card too. His kit was loaded, right? So it's already quantified out there through multiple different openings and stores and stuff, saying that they show up far less frequently in collector boosters and far more frequently in play boosters this time around. So it's similar to that situation we had with the Dungeons and Dragons set X number of years ago, where they had these ancient dragons, and the weirdest thing was you had the best chance of getting the ancient dragons by buying the cheapest booster box, which at that time was the draft box. So if you got the draft box, you actually had a much better chance of getting one of the big mythic dragons that everybody wanted because of the way the set was put together. So people have basically taken the booster packs for collectors. They've taken a look at the back numbers, figured out what the odds are of the stones versus play boosters, and then they've also actually gone and backed that up by taking a look at all the openings and shit. So collector boosters for Spider-Man feel like a real trap. The chase is the fucking the stone, and Wizards has rigged the odds against you, where the regular ones are going to be getting coughed up left, right, and center, it seems like. It's a really weird product. It's a really weird product. Yeah, exactly, Otto. Correct. Yeah, John, you're torn. All I say is try the coin flip, buddy. See how it works for you. That's the suggestion. Because otherwise, you're just going to sit there and waffle back and forth. There is always this potentiality, and which one holds the absolute best time? You don't know, bro. You could pick one, right? And then you could fall on a fence and then accidentally prolapse yourself, right? Whereas if you went to the other one, well, maybe your arm got torn off. Or maybe at both of them, you got hugged by John Cena. I'm not sure how causality works, but I'm just saying, flip a coin. Flip that coin, son. Uber, you wished you pulled something good. Well, such a stupid joke. I'm not even going to bother. I'm not even going to bother with that one. Oh, man. So, yeah, it's, this set is a disaster. Wizards is just fucking up left, right, and center. What they did with, what's it called? What am I thinking of here? I just talked about it today. It's drifting. It's drifting from my mind. I'm trying to reel it back in. What was it? I mean, hell, I got my notes around here somewhere. That'll fucking help, won't it? Just the notes. What is this about? This is a different set of notes. What about you? Are you notes? Nope. Is this notes? Got shit everywhere. Oh, this looks like the notes. Here it is. What do we got? Oh, yeah. They screwed up the secret layers, man. They screwed up the secret layers that go along with the commander decks, where it's just like, bro, this is you just trying out a new concept, and you blew it so badly. Like, so badly. They must have got a billion complaints. Think about how many complaints you have to get as Wizards of the Coast for you to actually fix something, because they just avoid all of that because they're running at a breakneck pace going, we don't got time to fix shit. We're making a million things. We got to get that money, bitch. We got to get that money, honey. Hey, Spurl Super Chat. So Doomblade wants to go? Yo, somebody's in a fight mood. If you could choose one Magic set in the history of Magic to open for singles, what would it be? I mean, fucking Legends. I love Legends. Let's be real. I love Legends. Even if it's not like the top choice. You can pick other choices based on other things. But, I mean, bro, Legends is just... I love the Legends so much. It had so much cool flavor to it and such a dope vibe. And I have such great memories of it, you know? So yeah, that'd be dope. Antiquities would also be cool. I have never opened a booster pack of Antiquities or Arabian Nights or Alpha or Beta or Unlimited. Like, those are the ones that I have not got to crack as of yet, and the odds of that happening decrease. So Legends was the first expansion that was out when I started playing, and it was available for one day. I got 3 boosters of it, and that was it. And since then, I've been able to open like 2 boosters. One that belonged to a friend of mine, and one that was gifted to me. So opening Legends boosters would be awesome. Doomblade says, nah, he's not looking for a fight. Just want to pay to the entrance fee for Mike. Well, thank you for that, buddy. I appreciate it. Very, very considerate. It's nice. That makes the Spider-Man sting less. Badwell, you started before Homelands came out. See, Homelands sucked as a set, but I really liked the flavor of it. Like, when Magic started, cards that sucked weren't as big a deal because we just didn't have that many cards. There weren't that many to start with. So just like land leeches come along, and they're not as good as Elvish Archers. You know, Elvish Archers is 1 green and 1 for a 2/1 first striker. And it's rare. It's so funny to say that now. That sounds like a fucking common. But anyways, it was rare. A green and 1, 2/1 first striker. And it's like, so I says to Angus, I says to him, at least now we're fighting in the shade. That's the flavor text, because the Elvish Archers are just firing so many fucking arrows that it's literally giving them shade. And you just have the flavor text that is some old grizzled veteran going, at least now we're fighting in the shade, buddy. I love it. I love it. So I played Elvish Archers because you put Aspect of Wolf on it. And Aspect of Wolf is like, count up the number of forests you have, divide that in half, and then add that to the power and toughness of your creature. Round down for power, round up for toughness. So if you have like 2 forests, it gives your guy +1/+1. But if you have 3 forests, then it gives +1/+2, right? And it just keeps going like that. So you put that on an Elvish Archer, all of a sudden it's a 3/3 for a striker. And then Land Leeches came out in the dark. 2 green and 1 for a 2/2 for a striker. It costs 1 more green mana, but bro, that's a 2/2 for a striker. Like, fuck yeah, give me that. You know? So the junk back then, Homelands had awesome flavor. You had fucking Baron Senger. You had Ice and Shade. Like, there was some cool stuff. Teferi pulling a Legends Nicol Bolas would be crazy. I pulled Vevictus Asmati back in the day. Shelton, did I hear about the Australian couple who found a complete set of alpha and got flown to the States to get it graded? No, I didn't. Lil Fox, Ice Age was fun. I definitely liked that. That was great. That was great. Rodney, triple ones at the pre-release. Nice, bro. Nice. Just Spider-Man sets made for children with adult chase cards thrown in. It doesn't sound unfair to describe it that way. It doesn't. You watch the trailer and it definitely feels like, okay. TJ, Kaladesh, what? Ew. Boo! Boo! Petey, you got some nice pulls down at the pre-release? What about cards? Did you get any cards down there? Get it? Get it, Petey? You were getting jerked off down at the LGS and you're such a fucking weirdo that you came in here to brag about it. Do you get the fucking joke, Petey? Do you fucking get it? Rodney, you got the Soul Stone? Nice. Nice. People are cracking them. Homeland's had great flavor, but horrible cards. Correct, Clark. Correct. Otto, the Elder Dragons were awesome, but totally unplayable. Excuse me? Okay. I just want to make sure that you're going on record as saying that a creature that costs 2 black, 2 red, 2 green, and 2, and has an upkeep of a black, a red, and a green is not good for a 7/7 flyer with fire breathing. Like, you think that's not good and that's unplayable? I don't think you know what you're talking about, bro. 8 mana for a 7/7 flyer with fire breathing that can be blocked by anything, chump blocked by anything, and has a 3 mana upkeep is definitely good. And it is playable. All you have to do is what I did. I had a fucking 120 card green deck, so I put the red, black, green one into my deck, and I put 3 mountains and 3 swamps into a 120 card deck because that's totally enough. That's totally enough to cast it and pay the upkeep. And then all you have to do is you play a Scrib Sprite, a 1/1 flyer, and then you got to have a mountain and a swamp and a forest out. And then you attack with the 1/1 Scrib Sprite. And then here's the key. Your opponent has to have a wall out. Like, that's the biggest part. So you have a Scrib Sprite, you attack into your opponent's fucking wall, right? And then they're like, hi, I block it with the wall. And that's where you're like, you fucked up. And you play Glyph of Reincarnation. But also, I forgot to say, at the beginning of the game, you have to hold cards in your hand until you have too many cards, and you have to discard the Elder Dragon. So you discard it to your graveyard, and then you attack with the Scrib Sprites. And then they go, I block it with my flying wall, because the wall they have has to be flying. And then you go, okay, a Glyph of Reincarnation, and my Scrib Sprites get reincarnated as my dragon. And you're saying that's hard. Fuck you. Like, it couldn't be simpler. All you gotta do is get 2 copies of the lands that you only put 3 copies of in. Start with the dragon in your hand, pitch it. They just have to have a flying wall. You just have to have a Scrib Sprites. Like, it doesn't get any simpler. Don't be fucking shit talking. It works. It works. I did it. I did that. I didn't just make that up. I did that. I lived that. I lived it. Yeah, Polar Kraken, bro. I remember that. Big fat 11/11 trampler was like, what's up? You thought Leviathan was a problem? I'm even bigger, bitch. Oh, Shannon, they used to fear your Force of Nature. Bro, I played Force of Nature too. Fucking loved it. 8/8 trample. It's so dumb by today's standards. Like, so I have to pay 4 green and 2 for an 8/8 trampler. What's its ability? Its ability is you better pay him 4 green during the upkeep or it'll hit you for 8 damage. What? Yeah, you gotta pay 4 green every turn or punches you in the face. What? I didn't care. Here's your mana, bro. Let's go. Let's go. I bet you'd like an aspect of Wolf, Mr. Force of Nature. Let's fucking go. Now he's 12/12. I'm attacking with him. I'm a Dragon Growth him. He's 15/15. Now I'm gonna Berserk him. He's fucking 30. He's 30 power. Fuck you! Ah! Pop, 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 pop! Yeah, man. Yeah. I started with that dumbness, and then I graduated to a Time Twister Elvish Archer deck where it was how many times can I cast Giant Growths and Berserks on a creature at a turn, and it got to the point where I could attack with like elves that had like 260 power. 260 first strike trap up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Remember when Savannah Lions was a good rare? Yeah, 1 white for a 2/1. Now you can get that with abilities at uncommon level. It's crazy. Like, I'm not advocating for going back to old jank creatures. There's a natural progression, and we fucking walked along that progression, and that's fine. Like, big dumb creatures with huge drawbacks isn't the best choice, honestly. We had creatures that had drawbacks that were too big, and we had spells that were too powerful. But now everything's just bonkers banana. We don't need every time a new set comes out, and something even crazier exists. It's like, damn, man. All right. All right. Oh, force of nature. Man, oh man. You know what scared me, bro? First turn ritual hippie. If I wasn't rocking plows or bolts, I was just like, please, for the love of God. When I was playing like mono blue control, relying on like Nev's discs and stuff, it was like, oh, please, please, no first turn Vice, no first turn Black Vice, no first turn ritual hippie. Please, for the love of God, no first turn ritual hippie, right? And then Alliances came along. And the first day Alliances, I was flipping through the box, and I stumbled on Force of Will, and I looked at it, and I was like, no. They made a counterspell that's free? This is the dumbest, most broken shit I've ever seen. Like, what are they thinking? This is crazy good. I gotta get 4 of these. And I was just like, Black Vice? Fuck you. Force of Will. First turn hippie? Fuck you and your mother. Force of Will. It was like, it's so dumb. I can play. I'm blue. I got Ancestral Recall and Time Walk and Mana Drains and fucking all this crazy shit. And then Force of Will's just like, for the situations where you don't want to pay for your counter spells. Like, come on, guys. Come on. Right away. That was the one that I clued in on immediately. I was like, this is so stupidly good. So dumb. So dumb. Force of Nature with the Spirit Link on it. Yep, absolutely. That works. Circle green. Protect yourself from it. White Weenie decks with Pump Knights? Yeah, man. You got your White Knight. You got your Order Elite Burr. You got your Order of the White Shields. You got all these different creatures that are like 2 mana for a 2/1. And then you can either pay to pump their power or you can give them first strike. Pachow! You can even use like the Sky Knights and that one banding weird guy that's all hunched over on the cliff looking badass. I fucking love old school Magic, dude. I love it. I love it. I love it. Do you hear the difference? Do you hear, like, thinking about this stuff? It makes my ball bag swell with delight. Thinking about Spider-Man makes my ball bag shrivel and then swell with tumors. It's swelling either way. I probably need to go to the doctor. But I like the good swelling. You know what I mean? First turn Dark Ritual Black Knight on Holy Strength. Yep, but that wasn't as scary because I could overcome that via things like Ivory Tower or Fountain of Youth. I remember Fountain of Youth and just being like, this is so good. This is so dumb. I'll just put this out and I'll sit here with a bunch of counter spells. And if you don't do anything at the end of your turn, it's going to gain some life. Millstone you. Tap my James Tome. Like, just... I love it. Fucking love it. Nirvana, I wasn't around. I didn't play with the mask stuff. Oh yeah, man. Old school Magic's dope. Got a lot of great memories. Some of the new stuff can be fun, but a lot of it is just like it ain't aimed at me, right? That's for sure. It ain't aimed at me. The traditional Magic player. Well, yeah, double strike. Yeah, the Keljoran Outpost deck was oppressive. Keljoran Outpost is oppressive. I built fucking dickhead decks to play in tournaments. I built brutal bullshit decks where it was just like, oh, look at me. I have Sol Rings and Marble Diamonds and fucking Soul Chalice or whatever the hell it's called. Whole bunch of different mana rocks and Armageddons and balances. And Keljoran Outpost was awesome. Thawing Glaciers was disgusting. Just disgusting. Oh, true. Ivory Gargoyle. Yeah, Ivory Gargoyle was awesome. Unless they slap down something like an Abyss and caught you caught in a loop where it's like, I'm gonna get you down to 4 lands and slap an Abyss. And then with the Ivory Gargoyle out, it's like, you're hosed now. You're not drawing cards for the rest of the game. Plus, Ivory Gargoyle had artwork by Quentin Hoover, who is one of my favorite Magic artists of all time. Shannon, yeah, man, the old school cards they're just nice. I have like a box where I keep the old school packs that I open and I go through the old school cards sometimes. It's also fun to play Chandelar with the stuff. Clark, yeah, Thawing Glaciers was disgusting. It's incredibly efficient at just weeding all the lands out of your deck, and then you can start drawing gas. I played brutal control decks that were essentially perpetual because I would use things like Soldevi Digger to keep putting cards on the bottom of the deck, and it was just like so many disgusting nonsense things you could do once you started ramping up the mana, depending on what toys were available at the time. I played Magic for a whole bunch of years, so there's different things available at different times, but I remember all kinds of nonsense with capsize and all kinds of goofbaggery. I've played so many different decks over the years. Magic has been a lot of fun for me over the years. I really wish that they would change course from what they're doing. Oh, no. Ice Age depletion lands, I hated those, man. I will never like those. Those suck. A land you can only use every second turn sucks. Boo! The only way I'll accept that kind of a condition is things like Teferi's Isle, where it phases out every second turn, but taps for 2 blue, right? I can get down with that. Drying out from talking. Traven, is the Spider-Man pre-release worth even investing time into? Unless you are a super fan of Spider-Man, no. Absolutely not. The fact that you're asking me means that the answer for you is almost guaranteed to be a no. The cost that you're going to spend versus the quality of the cards and the experience just isn't there. It's definitely going to depend heavily on how much of a fan you are of any given property with things like this. And with Spider-Man, it's going to be really important because it's like the normal flavor and nature of Magic is completely shattered by Spider-Man, and it is, you can feel it viscerally. It's genuinely there. Doomblade, the set sucks, but you want the Infinity Stone. That's one of the things Wizards is banking on. People just chasing the Infinity Stone. It's so pushed. It's so incredibly powerful that it's going to be in massive demand. Like either from people who specifically want to use it in Commander, or for people who want to sell it to people to use in Commander. Right? It's so weird. The one counterspell they put in the Spider-Man set feels like it's probably strong enough to maybe show up in some modern decks. So Magic's just going to become more homogenized and weird with random, I don't even know what you would call it, like Smash Brothers versus style gaming concepts. Jason, you got a box today and the ink is super dark. It's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. I've heard people complaining about light printings. Now we got dark printings. I'm going to note this down, actually. It's good to make a note of this so that I don't forget. There we go. I have added that to the list of problems that people have encountered so far. Shannon, they already like played around with the idea of QR cards and smartphone activated cards and stuff like that. You know, once they get that working, then it'll be like microtransactions. For every 25 cents you spend, this creature gets +1/+1. Sweet, I'm gonna spend $20. I'm gonna win this Commander game. Jason, you wish you could see how well. If you want, go ahead and take some pictures. Take some pictures of the cards. Everybody has cameras now, so that's easy. Take some pictures. And you can straight up email me too. You can email, can't email me. I won't fit in an email. I'm not like the lawnmower man. But you can email me, right? At themagichistoриan@gmail.com. So if you send me the pictures, then I can see. That's how you do it. Yeah, exactly, Bedwa. People just cackle while they pay wizards money to win. And then you'll finally be like, Magic is pay to win. Doomblade, that's why you proxy. You're not getting a banged up card you want to play. Yeah, exactly. You like, honestly, I wanted to collect a foil set of the Brothers War. And the card quality was so abysmal that I'm like, I can't even do it. I want... Oh, that's crazy. It says that there's 66 concurrent viewers in here and the chat rate is a 6. Oh, the devil's in here with us, guys. The bread is jam side down. The bread is jam side down. Who gets that reference? I'm going to go and top up. Add some more root beer into my mug. If you guys have any suggestions for some interesting horror movies to check out, let me know. Now's the perfect time to drop some of those in the chat while I refill my mug. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. All right, what up? I'm back. I saw the TV glow. Oh, I think I remember that name from last year. I think I remember that name from last year. True, you liked Ernest Goes to Camp. I loved that movie when I was a kid, bro. Like, fucking loved it. Loved it. I can't watch Ernest now. Like, I can watch Ernest Saves Christmas, maybe. Like, I kind of. But any other Ernest movie, I'm just like, I can't. I loved it when I was a kid. But I find it, like, just fucking intolerable as an adult. I can't. I cannot watch it. John, yeah, Magic is very addictive, bro. Magic's awesome. It's a fucking amazing game, right? Why do you think I keep fucking railing on them going, fix it! Don't let this game fall apart from fucking corporate short-sightedness! I love this game! 100%. True Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Nightmare on Elm Street, yep. Friday the 13th, seen those. I mean, that's what's going to happen, right? People are going to fucking obviously tell me ones that I've already seen. So I don't know how to dig down to the ones that I haven't seen. So everyone just throw out their suggestions and I will take whatever. Doomblade, if I was a marketing manager, you would fire me instantly. What are you talking about? I'm amazing at marketing. I would tell people to shut up and get fucked. And you'd try and fire me, and then you'd just be like, I got fired instead because he's actually amazing. And they brought him back and gave him a raise. I deserve a raise. Jason, you emailed me the pics. All right, buddy, sweet. Descendant was pretty good. Was it? Was it? A guy who's maybe abducted by an alien and like gets upset and gets a gun and has a beer with his dad. Is it a good movie, Thompson? Or is it just a movie that exists? Is it good? Is it good? Is it? Is it? I made it home. No, you didn't. Carly's like, he got home at the end. I'm like, no, he did not. Jim Varney made his content for kids. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, that's fine. That's great. Make stuff for kids. That's awesome. You know what I mean? I'm not like, I can't believe that Ernest isn't good for me as an adult. Not at all. But yeah, I can't watch it as an adult. Doomblade, I don't want people to use my Amazon link. That's right. It's super exclusive now. Only the most exclusive of people may use the Amazon link. It's no longer just a jingle that I share out for everybody. Only the elite may use my Amazon link. Things have changed. It's a brave new world. Fuck the peasants. Ultra elite, rise up. Rise up and use my link. If you use my link, you are automatically an elite. That's how that works. That's how that works. Leprechaun in the Hood, is that a real thing? Millmaster, is that a real thing? Yeah, trying to watch Pee-wee would also be a real challenge. The Void is a good horror movie. That's a good name. That's a good name. I probably should go back and look for my list of... Oh, wait, is the book right here? Go back and look for my list of horror movies from before. Hold on, I'm going to write these down. I'm just going to take these stickers down to the pre-release and slap them on some of the Spider-Man cards. Be like, I upgraded my Marvelness. What? Double Strike? Are you being real when you say that Blair Witch is the first movie that actually scared you? That movie fucking sucked, bro. It wasn't scary when you were watching it. The Blair Witch only fucking scared me when I was like, oh, look, I'm high out in the woods later by myself. But like, That's just because the fucking woods are dark and scary. That's got nothing to do with the Blair Witch. It just happened to be something I watched recently. There's just a chick with a fucking nose. That movie blows. My favorite thing about the Blair Witch Project is actually that tiny little snippet in Family Guy where Brian was like, I was a seeing eye dog. And he's there with someone watching the Blair Witch Project. And he goes, nothing's happening, nothing's happening, nothing's happening. Something about a map. Nothing's happening. The movie's over. The audience looks pissed. And it's just like, that's it. That's it. That movie is garbage. It just had an incredible marketing campaign. Like an incredible marketing campaign. Boy, it was fucking trash. How did that scare you? How did that scare you? Yeah, true, I agree. I don't consider gore to be horror movies. I just consider them to be like something else, you know? They're not horror movies. Horror movies are like I guess more like thriller than like it's fine to have axe murderers, but to glory in and extend the parts of people getting messed up and get all gratuitous with it is just utterly unappealing to me. I don't find like Saw is not. I mean, yeah, you can call them horror movies. I can't say that you can't, but they're just like it needs to be fucking horror needs to be diced up the same way that music's diced up into a million different subcategories. You don't like Truffle House hardcore stomp dub? What? Right? Like that's what it feels like. Paul Rubens, yeah, Paul Rubens did a good job as Pee-wee. I enjoyed Pee-wee stuff when I was a kid. Double Strike, it was revolutionary when it came out. You totally disagree. You loved it. It was crap, bro. Like, so many people raved about it, and I was so disappointed when I watched it. I was like, this is it? This is it? Thumbs down. It's fucking terrible. What do you know? You'll watch the fucking Wheel of Time show. You can fucking watch anything. You'd give a fucking shit-stained wall a positive rating. Well, it gave me time to reflect on how my life isn't shitty and some... Fuck you. You don't know shit. The Blair Witch Project sucked, and you're just fucking categorically wrong. You are wrong. I know it's your opinion, but guess what? Your opinion is fucking wrong. Terrible. Terrible. True, you don't recommend Event Horizon. Event Horizon's all right. It gets a little too over the top with the pinhead shit or whatever. But mostly it's fine, actually. I've seen Event Horizon a number of times, and I would watch it again. It goes a little too far, but I'll give you that. If your movie is not specifically all about it and you go a little too far, where's the exact line when it comes to that kind of shit, right? So you got to decide your personal level on that one. Jess, that's why there's a distinction between horror movies, scary movies, and gore flicks. Okay, well, what's the difference between horror movies and scary movies? The gore part I definitely, obviously understand instantly. But what do you mean? What's the difference between horror movies and scary movies? Aren't all things that happen in horror movies by definition scary? Do you know what I mean? Like, how is scary and horror not saying almost the same thing in this regard? I mean, obviously something like, oh, the tax man took my boat or something is scary to rich people. But that's not horror. That's not a scary movie. Do you know what I mean? Double Strike, you find a way. You say it's hard to do both, but you found a way. Do you see wasn't a good enough payoff for Event Horizon? And fair enough. If you feel like the payoff's not good enough, I couldn't even tell you exactly how that movie ends. I just remember being entertained by the progression and whatever. Maybe when it gets too crazy, I just tune out. My brain just tunes out or something. But I couldn't even tell you how that one ends. But I've seen it multiple times. Doomblade, you dumb motherfucker. As Above, So Below was a decent horror movie. Your mother must have drank all the booze and lead paint on earth when she was pregnant with you. It's a decent movie. You're fucking stupid. That movie's terrible. That movie's terrible, bro. Are you kidding me? You didn't watch that part when they're fucking stuck on that thing of bones? Remember the bones? Why didn't they just move the bones, bro? Why didn't they just move the bones? The Philosopher's Stone is down there? Fuck all the way off. I'm actually the Philosopher's Stone. No, you're not. You don't even make sense, movie. You're garbage and you're boring. That was a waste of my fucking life. That's one of the movies I reviewed on the Movie Review channel. That movie fucking sucks. That movie sucks. It's dumb. They do a bunch of dumb shit and you go, that's idiotic. That's idiotic. Doesn't even make sense. Just move the fucking bones, you morons. Just move the bones. Not even that many of them. If it was an endless sea of bones, then it'd be like, well, why? Why are they, what are they going to do? There's so many bones. You can't do anything. The layer of bones is like this big. Just fucking shove them off. Just move the fucking bones. That movie sucked. That movie sucked. The Witch. Yeah, The Witch was great. The Witch was great. Horror. I don't know, Jess. I don't think that's right. That doesn't sound right. Horror is like people getting killed, scary as ghosts and stuff. Nah, that doesn't work. That's way too nebulous and made up on the spot. Like, the differentiation of gore absolutely works because you know exactly what that is, right? Like, the other classifications don't work. They don't mean anything. But gore does. Like, gore is horrific. So, you need other things that are specific like that to turn it into these subcategories, like music as bebop. Fucking Doomblade. As above, so below. As above, you fucking blow. That movie, somebody recommended that movie to me. And I watched it. And they came back and asked what I thought of it. And I didn't say like half what I said back. I didn't insult them at all. I insulted the movie, but I didn't insult them at all. They never came back after that. Doomblade, I already know you can just fucking handle whatever, so it doesn't matter. After where you can fuck get upset. But somebody did suggest the movie to me, and then after I told them what I thought of it, they just left and never came back. They were upset. It's like, I love that movie or something. It's like, sorry, that movie sucks. Like, it genuinely sucks. Thumbs down. There was like so little going on in it. Wayne, differentiating jump scare and psychological. Yeah, jump scare doesn't count as horror at all to me, really. Like, that's just a loud noise. If I come up behind you and go, meh, like, that's not horror, you know? Like, that's just me being a dickhead. Jump scares don't count. They're nothing. Jump scares are only amusing to me because I'll watch horror movies with Carly and I'll feel her go, when something gets her. I very rarely get jump scared, and it's almost always just annoying. It's like, loud noises are a cheap attempt to pretend like you scared me, but you didn't. Why don't you just have an hour and a half of banging in a room then? Like, I watched, what was the name of the movie? I don't remember what it was called. Like, the trailer, or the movie poster had a nun or something with her lip pulled down and like a upside down cross or whatever etched into the lip. I feel like it was like something witch in the name. Not obviously not The Witch, has a great one, but like witch is in the name. And I saw it in the theater, and the only thing in the movie at all that could be considered a scare was like when a dog jumped against a fence and went, at a moment you weren't expecting it, and I went a bit. I reacted to it and I went, that's it? That's all this movie's got? That movie ends with the whole like, oh, the demon or whatever can jump bodies. Oh, it got into somebody else. And I knew what they were doing. I already saw the ending coming, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, this is how they're going to end it. Okay. Well, at least it's over. And so then it ends, And then it ends, and this guy, like 2 rows in front of me, goes, "Is that it?" And I said, "That's it." And he's like, "What the fuck?" Like, I'm like, "That's right, buddy." He was. That was one of my more memorable movie theater experiences, where that guy was literally. That's like at the end of that one Wolverine movie, where the chick turns to him and goes, "Where to next?" And he just goes, "Up." And I know the movie's over, right? But Carly was just looking at me like, "What the hell? Is that the movie? Is it over now?" Like, because the copy we had didn't have credits or anything. So it's just like, what is this? What happened? Doomblade, you say it was decent because it was one of the better found footage movies? Oh, okay. Well, look, if you pick a particular category of films and go, of the found footage part of horror, I think As Above, So Below ranks above other ones. I can't really criticize that statement very much because, like, when you specifically say it that way, I haven't watched a lot of movies of that category. And I mean, I think found footage stuff is stupid. God, I hate stupid horror movies. We watched that one, Oculus. It was so dumb. It was so. I like it when the horror movies you don't feel like it requires stupidity to progress. You know, Oddity was enjoyable because it didn't feel like people had to be stupid. I don't like it when it feels like people like. It's okay for people to make a dumb mistake here or there. Everybody does. But like when people have literally no self-preservation and act in a way that nobody would, it's stupid. Write your shit in a way where people will do what people actually do. It's way more satisfying. Way more. Did I see Weapons? I did see Weapons. And it was all right. It was all right. I think that's one of the ones I think we're going to talk about in our review videos or whatever. So I'm probably not going to go over that much. I did think it was dumb that they referred to them as heat-seeking missiles in that. I will say that. I thought that was stupid. I was like, what? Yeah, Otto, exactly. Startlement is not being afraid. JC, you had fun of your pre-release? Nice. Wait, scariest movie has to be Idiocracy? What's scary is Idiocracy would probably be preferable to what we're going to have. We're going to have some kind of weird techno nightmare where we're all drooling idiots and the fucking AIs just spoon feed us whatever goo it takes to get us clapping our dumb hands together to get through the day. Dark Heart of the Woods, the movie Fallen. Yeah, Fallen. You're talking about the one with Denzel Washington where at the beginning of the movie goes, "Let me tell you about the time I almost died." And so when you get to the end of the movie, you've completely fucking forgotten about that. So you think, holy shit, Denzel Washington did it. He outsmarted that fucking demon. He beat it. And then the demon fucks off and he's like, "I told you I was going to tell you a story about the time I almost died." And you're like, "Oh, I fucking forgot that. Oh, yeah." Right? Like, that was great. That was great. I saw that movie in the theater. Would I consider Shutter Island horror? No. It's not a horror movie. It's like a thriller drama, like, to me it's not horror, but if somebody else wanted it to be considered horror, I don't think I would argue too hard against it, but it's not something I would classify as horror. What up, Keith Foster? Admittedly, I am like a horror noob, basically based on the fact that I ignored horror as a genre for most of my life, considering it to be an artless waste of time because I had not encountered some artful horror movies and realized, wait a fucking minute, Oddity was an eye-opener. I was like, this is good. A Dark Song? That movie was carried by 2 people. And it's cool. They did shit that I never conceived of in a movie. Admittedly, the angel they have in that movie is goofy looking, but that's a very minor complaint. Inferno, how terrible was pre-release? Low numbers have been reported from a lot of locations. Card quality issues, really faded out cards, cards that are printed too dark, foil issues, you know, laundry list of stuff. Laundry list. I will collect it all up and we'll discuss it in a video. Foster, you only had one person that wanted to do a pre-release event. It's very hit or miss. Brain scans of before and after someone using ChatGPT shows a huge decrease in brain usage. Well, you don't have to think. Like, we're animals that are naturally wired to use as little energy as possible because that's a survival method. But we don't need that as a survival method anymore. So it works against you. And you can see it in action. I can see it in action with things like my cell phone, where I used to know everybody's phone numbers. I know only my own phone number because that's all I need to know now. That's all, right? Like, so there you basically trade off more and more of your cognitive capacity to the machines because you don't need it, and your animal brain is telling you to conserve energy. So if you don't take active steps to engage your own brain, like, depending on how you're using these things. Like, I'm not anti-AI. ChatGPT can actually be an incredibly useful tool, especially for things like programming. It can whip up a bunch of code that you can then modify. Like, there is a fair bit you can do with it, but you have to be careful of letting technology take your life from you in terms of like, I don't experience things anymore really, because wherever I go, I take pictures and film it or whatever, and that's what it's all about. And I'll just look at a little video of it, but I never actually experienced the thing, even though I was there. It's a really weird time to be a human because the way, like, we are from the animal world, but we have crafted a new technological fucking existence for ourselves that we're fundamentally unprepared for. Hey, Thompson with the super sticker of that weird pink-armed freak show video game controller goof bag. His arms kind of look like uncooked shrimp, don't they? He's got them uncooked shrimp arms. What up, Gossip? The Rob Zombie horror movies are good. I don't think I've seen those. Thompson, yeah, I saw the TV glow. Yep. Have I ever seen Midnight Meat Train? That your pickup lines aren't working on me, buddy. So yeah, I totally admit that I disregarded the horror genre as being worthwhile at all up until last year. And now I'm like way more open to it. And honestly, it's made me more open-minded about other movie genres that I might have been a little more closed off towards, because there are true pieces of art out there that can make me feel something genuine, and they're waiting to be discovered, you know? John, the Toxic Avenger remake, I wasn't aware of it. I was not aware of it. It's basically just going to go like this. I need to go over the horror movie list that I have and try and pick some fucking winners, because the ones that I've watched so far, the ones that we've watched so far have left me feeling kind of like, Weapons and Descendant. And especially, I've realized that movies that involve, like horror movies that involve aliens are boring. I'm not interested. Like, I haven't found anything that's compelling. Aliens are way more interesting to me from a science fiction standpoint, way less interesting from a horror standpoint. Oh, Nostromo, you're too late, bro. You needed to be here, I'd say maybe 20 minutes ago. I don't know exactly when it was, but your We're Cyborgs comment would have worked really well with my Ex Machina freak out. So that was back when Spurl was trying to pick fights and trying to see if somebody wanted to fight him for Lord of the Board. Maybe it was more than 20 minutes ago. I don't know. You're timing, son. There's a lot of animated horror movies out there if you're looking for something different. Well, thanks for the heads up on that. I didn't really consider that. I know that I'm new enough to horror that there's a ton to dive into. Just got to find the ones that hit right. Doomblade, yeah, The Thing is pretty wild. I think there was somebody who like tweeted out, like, The Thing isn't a great name. Like, I'm going to watch this movie. I'm going to come up with a better name for it. And the person watched the movie and was like, okay, so The Thing is the best name for it, really? Like, oh, man. But yeah, It's a whole wad of like horror movies we're gonna watch combined with random competition shows we're watching, like Power Slap and crap like that. Jesse, oh yeah, yeah. It's like, oh, you just make a new password, and you're like, I just remembered the old one. I think it's funny when you're like, you type in a password, and it's like wrong password, and you change your password, and then you type in the password, and it's just like, you can't use that password. That's your current password, and it's like, you just told me that's wrong when I tried to log in, and now you're telling me I can't set it as the password because that's what the password is. Come on, man. Come on. Zircon, if you want a mindfucky show, don't forget Dark. Dark, okay. I feel like we watched the first episode of Foundations, and I don't remember what happened there. I think I just forgot Foundations existed. Honestly, it's funny how, like, especially when I was younger, like, I'm just going to remember everything I need to remember. It don't work like that. You forget everything. You know how much shit you fucking forget? You just wander around thinking you know what's going on, but you only ever have fragments of information of what's going on in any point. And then your brain just fucking cobbles together memories out of parts of what happened and just made up shit. We're all just goofbag animals who think we know what's going on, and we have virtually no clue. It's hilarious. Existence is absurdity. And I fucking love it. Double Strike, Signs is the only alien horror movie you like that you consider horror. You have fucking shit taste in movies. This doesn't surprise me. This does not surprise me. Signs is a fucking dumb movie. That's that ding-dong M. Night Shyamalan bullshit. Signs is crap. What if aliens came to Earth but like they hated water or something? What? What? That's that one, right? I'm gonna hang out in the fucking cupboard and eat chips and hit an alien with a baseball bat. Also, they hate water. They came to a planet that's almost all fucking water. Signs of being a crackhead like in that movie. That's why it's called Signs. Garbage. Garbage. Signs you got fucking demented brain damage. Signs. When I was talking about how I don't like alien fucking horror movies and I like alien sci-fi, one of the things that flipped through my head was not like that garbage Signs movie. So of course you're gonna fucking bring it up. I liked Signs. Come on, man. True, everyone finds different things scary. Yep, that's true. But I'm not looking for genuine existential horror from my own personal things. I can find real life horror in real life. I'm looking to be entertained, you know? That's what I want. Five Nights at Freddy's 2? Why? Why? The first one was awful. Just awful. Unwatchable. Unwatchable. Paul Falcon says, and who the fuck lets 100 glasses of water sit all over the house? It's funny that you say that. Because Carly leaves drinks everywhere. Like everywhere, bro. The city was doing work on the water lines, and so we've been using bottled water, like just the cheapest stuff you can get at the grocery store, but bottled water, right? And Carly will have like 4 open bottles on her desk, and there'll be bottles everywhere. Like if aliens did show up in our house that were like, we got fucked up by water, welcome to hell, bitches! And I would just fucking run around the apartment slapping bottles from every fucking direction. Ah, you came to the wrong place! Like for real, for real. I could like if we had a full house, I could legitimately see like 100 fucking water bottles being all over the house. Now that's not normal, so you're right to be skeptical of it. But it's just funny that you bring that up. I'm like, shit, I could see that happening here. I could see her have 100 bottles of water. She's constant, like literally 3 bottles of water on her desk and another drink. That woman, I'm surprised I don't have to like fucking constantly hose her to meet her fucking hydration requirements. It's the medication. So she needs more water. She doesn't go out without like a bottle of water. Like everywhere we go, she's got to have something. It's got to have something. Double strike. Well, what about Troy being my partner into it? A giant. Bum, bum, bum. Bo Falcon like Splash, bro. Let me ask you a question. You're not going to keep hundreds of glasses of water around your house, if you've got Daryl fucking Hannah up in that rub-a-dub tub, flood my fucking apartment. Let's do it. Let's splash around. Flop that fishtail. Yeah, my girl, yeah, M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Exactly. Yo, he killed it with Unbreakable. Like, he showed what he could do, and I was like, Unbreakable, awesome. And the reality is, I enjoyed The Village. People might not like The Village. I liked The Village. Lady in the Water, I enjoyed elements of it. Not a great movie, but I didn't hate it. I didn't hate Lady in the Water. But M. Night Shyamalan just made too much fucking crap. Like, The Happening, I paid good money to see that in the theater. In the theater! I saw The Happening in the theater, bro. Doomblade, you want to see a horror flick where a house keeps leaving glasses of water out that freaks the main character out, drives him insane? I feel like that would work as like a 5-minute thing tops. Like, there's not enough there for a full-length feature movie, you know? No, Master, that's the stupid way around. Your girl's a fish on top and a woman on bottom. I got you beat, bro. Mine is a fish on top and a fish on the bottom. Fucking top that. You can't. You fucking can't. You lose. Checkmate. My mermaid is 100% fish. It might just be a fish, but whatever. If you can get your dick in its mouth, it's a mermaid to you. Pretty sure. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Five Nights at Freddy's was terrible. Willy's Wonderland was amusing. Nicolas Cage plays a deranged maniac in that, and it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Man, I saw Splash back in the day. I feel like watching it again, it probably wouldn't be a very good movie, you know? Pretty unremarkable. Tom Hanks is in it, isn't he? I guess if I was going to go back and watch an old Tom Hanks movie, I would probably watch Big. The Wicker Man. Why is it burned? Why is it burned? Nick Cage had no lines in that movie. He didn't need it. It was amazing. It's amazing. He didn't say shit. The fact that he went and took breaks when he was supposed to, one of the most amazing aspects of that fucking film. 100%. Ridiculous. But yeah, the Five Nights at Freddy's movie is just awful. Just awful. I'm sure they're cooking up another Minecraft movie. All right, let me see. Let me see what I got earlier on in this book in terms of horror movies. Because we talked about... It's crazy how time flies, man. I can't believe it's been like a fucking year, man. I was using this book then, wasn't I? All right, here's animes. Obstacle course stuff. Christmas stuff. Christmas movie. Wow, lots of Christmas stuff here. Oh, here we go. Here's some October horror stuff. What do we got? Relentless Marshmallow, Dead Male Friendship, Companion, Borderline, Woman in the Yard. Oh, I heard that's terrible. Sinners, Opus. Okay, these are like regular movies. Some more horror options up here. Oh, I saw the TV Glow. Yep, there it is. Okay, cool. All right, it looks like I have a lot of stuff. A lot more options than I thought. I like keeping track of this shit in this book. I know it's antiquated to write things down and then just like, oh, what? That's fucking cool. Isn't that cool? Yo, guys, I use my guide to the known fucking universe. I use my guide to the known universe to figure out the movies and shows that I've watched. Jess, how does it feel knowing I'll never reach 1 million subs based on my current growth rate? completely like indifferent. I never had a goal of hitting 1 million subs. I've always loved entertaining people. I'll do that for like 2 fucking people, 1 person. So the entire journey for me has been great and has exceeded my expectations at every fucking step, bro. There are people way bigger than me who aren't happy with what they got. I have had a fucking awesome ride. I've got to do this for a long time. I don't worry about trying to get to 1 million. I worry about this all going away because this is some of the best shit that's ever fucking happened to me. I get to spend my time talking about what I want with a bunch of fucking dope people. Who cares that I don't have a fucking 1 million subscribers? Whatever. I am cool with how things have gone, bro. It's already massively exceeded what I ever thought it would be. You know? I never think about 1 million subscribers, but I do sometimes think that it would be neat to one day hit 100K and get one of those 100K plaques. I do also think that at the current rate that I go, by the time I hit 100K, they might not be giving out 100K plaques anymore. They might just be like, 1,000,000 and up now, bitch. You know what I mean? So, like, for me, when I started, I wanted a plaque more because I wanted a tangible thing that proved, yo, you've entertained a bunch of people. Because I've had that feedback in person. Obviously entertained a bunch of people in person. I've entertained parties worth of people. But never on any like kind of larger scale. So I wanted something tangible to be, look, I fucking entertained a bunch of people. But I've been doing this for years. And I have like fucking piles of letters from people. All kinds of cool gifts, great experiences, fun memories. There are so many nice comments about me on the internet that it would literally be impossible for me to find them all. I know I'd like talk about sometimes, oh, there's threads of people talking shit about me, whatever. But really, over the last 8 years, there's just been so many nice things have said about me, and some of them in places I've never even been. I guarantee it. I every once in a while, I've actually stumbled on threads where I'm like, oh, they're talking about magic creators. Someone will be talking shit about me in here, and instead there were people talking nicely about me. You know what I mean? So it's just like, this is already crazier than I could ever have fucking conceived of. And we're nowhere near done. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already way happier with what I've had than I ever thought I'd be. And if everything just stays the way it is, who fucking cares? I already got 1 million fucking subscribers in my soul, in my heart, right? I don't need that number, man. I know people who have bigger channels who aren't as happy with their fucking results, you know? So, whatevs. Hey, what up, Habanero? How you doing? Oh. So yeah, if you just get obsessed with what you don't have, you won't be happy. I was talking to Aether Hub about that kind of shit, where he wanted to get to 100,000 subscribers so that he could get the 100,000 subscriber plaque. And he was at like 93,000 subscribers. And so he tried to sprint the final distance by creating some different content to get people in and whatever, but it wasn't working. And he expressed his frustration to me. And I said, look, man, you're fucking this up right now. What you were doing was already banger. That's what people were coming for. That's what people want. And now what you're doing is you're just focused on what you don't have and not on what you do have. So instead of respecting the 93,000 you already got here, you're trying to think about how to get these other 7,000 in the door. But that doesn't even mean anything. You're going to get those people by just doing what you're doing. And he was doing his lore videos. I was doing lore videos on my channel. And I said, there's no way that I should be beating you with my lore videos. Like in terms of, I'm putting out a lore video on something before you do. You should be the one doing all this because you are the fucking king of this lore, bro. So you've focused on different steps. You need to get back to what you know, what you do well, and what people are here for. And he was just like, all right. And so that's what he did. And it worked. And the numbers started going and he got up to over 100K like he wanted to and he was happy. But it was just because he had his vision in the wrong place. I said, if you focus on the 7,000 people that you don't have, those 93,000 people that already exist, you're treating them like they're nothing. The only thing that matters is getting these other people to get that number up. It's irrelevant. I've seen channels with 100,000 subscribers. Nobody even watches the fucking videos. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I love entertaining people. So what I want out of this, I get. It's not tied into numbers. It's not tied into I have to make X dollars. It's not tied into I have to have X followers for prestige or whatever else it's. I like to fuck around and entertain people. It's how I'm wired. It's what I do all the time. If you're around me, you will know this. What I'm like on the streams is what I'm like in real fucking life. So that's just who I am. This is a way to do it. Everything else is like a fucking side effect. Do you know what I mean? Like, the subscribers and the money are a side effect of me getting to do what I want to do. So whatever result that is, it's all fucking amazing. I still say to Carly, I stop on very many occasions and go, I can't believe how much crazier this is than I ever expected it would be like 8 years ago. I remember when 8 years, I'm like, it'd be really cool if I could get like $100 a month to help me with my bills doing this. That'd be neat because I love entertaining people. It'd be cool to get a bit of money. And then the internet was like, bitch, how about you make this your fucking full-time job? Forget the extra shit. This will be what you do as your thing. And I'm like, oh yeah, if that's what you guys want to do, let's do it forever. Let's fucking go. Let us go and never stop. Right? That's the plan. That's the plan. You gotta fucking drag me off in a pine box, son. All right, so thanks for being here. Thanks for coming and hanging out, guys. We will be back together soon, but for now, it's time for me to go and pester my lady. She has had a nice break away from me to do her stuff, to play around on the computer, and now it's time for me to go and be loud around her. So thanks for coming and hanging out. Bye. The Chainsaw Man is coming, so you best be going.